Procrastination. It's something that we've all faced, but it is holding us back from achieving our dreams and building a dream business, if that is your goal. My name's James Eardley. I've generated over 7 figures in e-commerce sales since I was able to overcome procrastination and take action on my goals. Now, with this video today, I want to lay out the blueprint to avoid procrastination so you can also achieve and build your dream business. Firstly, we need to define what is procrastination. And so many people get this wrong. Procrastination isn't about being lazy. It's actually a barrier in front of us that's preventing us from achieving our true potential. It's that voice in the back of our mind that tells us to move away from the hard actions and the difficult actions in order to take the easy route now. What happens though? You take the easy route now and it becomes the hard route down the line. So procrastination, sometimes it doesn't even speak to you in the back of your mind. Sometimes it's subconscious and you don't even realize that you're doing it. I mean, how often did you sit down to start a task and before you know it, you're up cleaning your house, cleaning your room? Or without realizing, you decided that the most important thing was for you to clear out your email inbox or something menial and unimportant like that. How often do these things pop up for you? And how often do you get to the end of a day and think about all of the opportunities and the goals that you haven't taken any action towards because you were too busy doing other things? And it's often you're aware of it and you know that it's uncomfortable to take certain actions, so you take the easy route in the moment. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing it. And this is potentially more damaging because at the time you can't take the action that you need to take. I have a unique outlook, I believe, on what procrastination is all about. And I have a unique way of dealing with it, which I'm going to share now. But think about first, what does procrastination hold you back from? Think about in your own life, maybe just think back within the last week. Where have you procrastinated on taking certain actions and it's cost you achieving your goals? It's cost you from achieving your true potential. Just think about it now. Perhaps there's been a time very recently where you understood that you had a goal that you want to achieve, but you're not taking action towards that goal. What is it that you know you should be doing, but you keep getting in your own way and don't take action on? And what is that costing you in terms of your life achievements, your lifestyle in the future? How much is that damaging you? Take some time to reflect, but just know that if you continue this way, what is it going to lead for you if you don't take action on your goals? Do you like the look of that? If you're in a 9-to-5 job and you're going to stay in that job if you don't take action on procrastination, does that appeal to you? So take some time to reflect on that, and then we'll get into now the ways that you can get around it. So my philosophy around dealing with procrastination is around emotion. Now, I'm not a particularly emotional person, but when it comes to achieving goals and avoiding procrastination, I get extremely passionate, and I use that passion to actually help me avoid procrastination. So I know the deep damage that it can do by procrastinating consistently, because I spent years procrastinating and not going towards a clear goal and taking the easy route in the moment. And I know that those years of my life were wasted, and I'd love to go back and change how I spent that time so that I could be in a completely different position today or in 5 years' time. But I won't ever get that time back. But what I can do is be passionate about it and tell you that if you are procrastinating, you will regret that time that you spend doing that in the future. And you will look back and wish you took the difficult actions because it pays off for future you. So do future you a favor and understand that you got to get emotional about these sort of things. Emotion comes into the way I deal with procrastination massively, because if you've got a huge, strong emotional pull away from procrastination and towards your goals, then it becomes the easy thing to do, to take the action, and the procrastination starts to feel painful. So, for example, an actionable step that you can take to make it really emotional is for you to start to visualize the goals that you have. And this I used to think was something that you didn't need to do because it didn't make a difference. It's all in the air. It doesn't make an actual physical impact. I'm a very logical person, but when I started to do this, it made me look into and tap into a new strength that I didn't have before, and that was having a pull towards my goals and having a real emotional tie with them. So start to visualize what your perfect life looks like and feel emotional when you create that in your mind. And you think about how you can live an incredible life, but you have to have a real strong emotional pull. When you've got that connection to how your life wants to be, Then do the opposite and start to think about what your life would look like if you'd never achieved those goals. Think about what it feels like to not fulfill your potential. Start to visualize what it would be like your life if you didn't take action on your goals and you stayed down a continuous path towards the default option in life, which is often a 9-to-5 job, not having freedom, having to request holiday, and not being in control of your time, finances, and location. So think about the differences and have a clear picture of what it looks like if you fail, and have a clear picture about what it looks like when you succeed. And then when you contrast the two, there should be a lot of fear associated with the failure, and there should be a lot of excitement associated with the success. The stronger the emotions that you can create to each of those visions and each of those pictures in your mind, the more likely and the faster you'll achieve your goals. Because if you have a very strong fear of failure and a very high excitement and passion for succeeding, then you will always be drawn towards taking the action that gets you to those goals. So start to understand the difference between, and the bigger the connection you can make emotionally to either side, the quicker you'll see those results. With this in place, what happens when you're about to procrastinate is that it becomes more scary for you to stay comfortable and procrastinate and not take action than it does for you to actually take the action that you used to be scared of and that you used to feel uncomfortable. So for example, when you start, or if you start an e-commerce business and you start selling products online, there'll be a time where you would need to sign suppliers for your business. And I remember this was a task that would fill me with fear, and I'd feel very uncomfortable signing new suppliers that I hadn't spoke with before. But what got me over that and stopped me procrastinating making these calls was realizing the fear of not succeeding and realizing the excitement about the success that would come when I took those actions and signed those suppliers. And then when you reframe that in your mind, picking up the phone and signing suppliers becomes the less scary option, and you can hack the way that you think, and it's incredibly powerful. So suddenly the scary thought is for you not to make the calls because you lose out on all the potential. And so I was able to now go on and sign over 50 suppliers, because whenever I pick up the phone, the fear is not to speak to somebody and to sign a supplier. The fear is associated with not signing the supplier and not taking action and procrastinating instead. So have that deep connection, and when you can feel yourself taking an action that doesn't align with your goals, so cleaning your room, on your phone, scrolling on social media, whenever you're procrastinating away from your goals, reconnect to the emotions that you set today and go towards the uncomfortable task, which won't feel uncomfortable anymore because it's the task that will give you that success in the future. Now, with that emotional side in place, I can now appeal to your logical side, which is what I needed to hear when I was trying to overcome procrastination. And the logical side of me was like, okay, but what are the actual actionable steps that I can take every single day in order to make it a habit for me to take action towards my goals now that I've got that strong desire in place? So I believe a quick way to get over procrastination is to set out your goals for the day the night before, because that way you are never unclear and you don't ever have to create the tasks that you need to take. You know what it is you need to do at all times because you set that the day before. So the night before, look at your goal for what it is you're building or what it is your goal is to achieve, and break that right down into what you need to do every month, every week, and every day. And once you've got it broken down to daily goals, you can just write those out every day in the evening, and then you know what you're going to do. A quick way to learn what tasks you need to take in order to avoid procrastination and to go towards your goals is to learn from resources online. We've absolutely got an abundance of choice. The information is out there now for you to achieve any goal that you want to achieve. So find communities, find YouTube channels, podcasts, listen to people that inspire you, that are on the same mission as you, either on the way or they've already achieved it, and you'll learn an incredible amount. I've got a community that I'm building, which is the first link in the description, which is for the freedom builders, and it's a free community, but I'm getting ambitious people together that want to beat procrastination and want to build a successful business. So if that sounds interesting to you, then you can join by using the link in the description. If not, feel free to ignore it, but just know that the more people you can get around that are aligned with your mission, the easier it will be to avoid procrastination. So steps to take today. Firstly, immediately start to connect to your goals and have a strong connection and excitement and a pull towards succeeding. and start to feel a strong fear around failure. And that will polarize you to the point where you'll always be taking actions towards the success, and you'll be scared to continue procrastinating, and you'll be scared about that failure and what that means for you and where that would lead you in life. So start to disconnect from that being the easy option and start to realize the easy option becomes taking the goals towards your dreams. Next, start to be really organized with what it is you need to do every day so that you don't have to decide about what you need to do. You just take action on the goals you've preset in a journal or on your phone in an app. However it is you like to set your goals, do that every day, starting at the day. I always use a legend planner, which I'd recommend, and I always set out my goals every day by doing that. And so I'm never having to be pulled away or not knowing what I need to do, because I just look at my planner and I've already set out the goals that I need to take. Thirdly, if you want to get around a community, then you can check that out in the description. And these are actions you can take immediately, and you can avoid procrastination and build your dream business and get any goal that it is that you want to achieve. So with that said, I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Hope you've gained value from it. Let me know in the comments if you have. Drop the video a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And with that said, thank you for watching all the way to the end. You are a legend, and I'll catch you in the next video.